John here with the RC Foam Fighter, Bloody Mix Squad. Wanted to introduce you to the new plane, the MC-172. This is a trainer plane I've been designing. I'm designing it to be a slow-flying, easy-to-fly plane that makes learning a lot easier. The plane's designed to be stable yet agile. Stable flight meaning that, you know, a new pilot on the sticks, it'll be real gentle, it'll fly real slow. There won't be any real fast responses needed from the new pilot. He'll be able to handle it really well. But as the pilot advances in skill, it will perform some of the easier, more basic aerobatic maneuvers. It has enough power to roll, it has enough power to loop, barrel roll. It'll actually perform snap rolls. It'll fly inverted fairly well. I was actually impressed with how well it flew inverted. And let's go ahead and remove the wing. It is a KF3 airfoil to provide maximum lift so that it can carry the weight nicely. It's a 44-inch wingspan and it has an 8-inch wing chord at the base. The fuselage has a nice large electronics bay. That is one of the things I think I'm going to modify, is shortening the electronics bay to give a little more support to the wing seat, so the wing isn't pressing down so much on the edge of this foam. It's got a larger plate to sit down on. And then on the bottom, I haven't got the magnets mounted in it yet. I just got it taped shut at the moment. But here's the battery bay. This is one of the other minor alterations I want to make to the plane, is making the battery bay a little larger. But it has a large battery bay which will accommodate a 2200 milliamp 3S quite well. This is not the final landing gear either. I am working the landing gear out. There's going to be, when I put the plans out, it'll have two options. Most of you that know the Cessna 172 also know that it has tricycle landing gear. It has the two tires back here and a steerable front wheel. With the size of the battery bay, spreading the landing gear out on either side of the battery bay just didn't look right. The tail dragger option is a much easier build and it works out really, really well. I actually really enjoy landing and taking off a tail dragger plane. As you can see, I used a popsicle stick for my tail drag. It does start to grind off pretty quick, but it holds up for a while and it's just epoxied in there. I can cut that back out real easy, replace it. The landing gear needs to be beefed up a little bit. The wire I used was a little thin, but the landing gear was real easy to make. I'm running an 1100 kilovolt motor on here on 3S with a 9x45 prop. It was pulling around 18 amps at full throttle, but with this prop it was able to fly at half throttle, which was about 7 amps. On a 2200 milliamp battery, I was getting pretty decent flight times. That's enough of me going over the plane. Let's take a look at some of the flight footage out at the Herman Airport, and I'll show you how this flies.
It's too much rudder, I'll warn you that.
Oh my god, dude.
Oh, it's good. Follow the plane with the camera, dumbass.
This is like more power than it needs.
No, it's not.
Yeah, for a trainer, I got half throttle.
Well, yeah,
And it's under prop.
but you got half throttle and it won't hardly climb. With the 7x4, dude, a 5-foot jump was about all you were getting. Like 5-foot jump in altitude, and then, you know, it would stall out. Dude, it flies beautiful.
That's the rudder and elevator.
Like I said, it's way too much rudder, because if you give it full rudder, its tip stalls bad. Yeah, oh yeah, it's got, and if you give it a little bit of aileron, it'll pretty much turn flat, which I thought was kind of cool. You know, counter a little bit of aileron, but then it really tip stalls. It does this really funky, I'm flying flat and now I'm not. Dude, you're just too used to flying a weak plane. Oh no, right where I have it now is perfect. Where I had it before, like, cut the throttle back a little more, and that was wide open. Well, no, and that's what I wanted. I wanted to fly at half throttle, and then you have full throttle for climbs.
Right.
The glide rate's a little short on it, but it's a little.
Watch your head, kid.
It's a little porky from what I was shooting for. No, that's the KF airflow. You know, the KF airflow makes it fly about 5 pounds lighter. But the actual wing loading on it is a little high, and you can tell on the glide rate because the glide rate is short.
I've been flying park kits for so long, I'm barely touching the rudder.
But it'll barrel roll, it'll snap roll. It takes full throttle to get a loop.
Yeah, I saw that a lot.
But it will loop. Actually, it takes the full 9-inch prop, not the 7-inch prop that it has on it now. Stay off the black pavement.
Yeah.
That was Dory and Maddie's rule today.
Yeah, out front, things are
Oh, dude, I like looked down, walked 15 feet, looking for the tire, looked back up, straightened it back out a little bit, continued looking for the tire. Okay. It's gonna record anyway. Stay away from the pond. Do they not know what color black is? I need some stronger landing gear.